Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another NCP video, and before we get into this, it feels like I say that every single time. A couple of things. Obviously, it's a post-com again, and it's on Showdown, and this is like the 4th week in a row that it's a post-com, and the 3rd week out of those 4 weeks it's on Showdown, and I am so sorry. This one could not be helped. This one absolutely could not be helped. It was not at the fault of either me or my opponent, which is JB, who I'll talk about in just a second. Really cool guy. But one of his mods would not be legal on Wi-Fi, but it was legal on Showdown. It was legal in auto legality, and it just could not come on Wi-Fi for some reason. So we did have to absolutely play on Showdown, which I was absolutely cool with. You know, this was week 10, so whatever. Also, NCP is going to be cut short after this week, so a lot of interest died down from a lot of the coaches, so I decided we're just going to cut it, and we're not even going to drag on the extra 2 weeks. Kind of helps me out too, because I'm getting extra busy with all the college stuff and the other leagues that I have, so it kind of helps me out too, and I'm sure it helps a lot of other people out with their college starting or their classes starting. So I think it was just all around the best decision. With all that being said, we are currently 6-3, and we have a chance to either be 4th seed here or up to the 2nd seed. We cannot ever get 1st seed because Ramsey is guaranteed 1st seed, but spoiler alert, we cannot actually get 1st or 2nd seed because Zombie actually won his last 2 games and took 1st seed from Ramsey. Ramsey got 2nd seed, so we are technically fighting for 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th seed. I don't think that I think our differential was way too dumb to where unless we got like 6-0 that we would get anything below 4th. But regardless, I just want to have some fun with this game because we're locked. Everybody's kind of locked at this point. And there's absolutely no way we can't make the playoffs, and JB is locked out. He is like the 10th seed or something like that. He's 2-6, you can see on screen, because this league was not one of his main priorities. Don't get it twisted at all. JB is a very good player, fantastic player, and I highly recommend you go check him out. Really cool dude, one of the most chill dudes I know, and I really do like JB. But looking at the matchup, we are bringing some super fun stuff. You can find the team page down below. Our first mod is going to be a Banded Swampert because I did want to bring an offensive version of Swampert because I always bring defensive, man. And it is time for an offensive Hank Tank Tank. And I just thought that Water plus Ice moves did absolutely crazy against JB's team. Or maybe it was Ground plus Ice, and then I threw on Water move just because his switching was like Volcanion, which is obviously an immunity but not the greatest switching. And then we have Zapdos. Zapdos, I do believe, is just standard defensive Heat Wave, Roost, U-Turn, Discharge. It might be a different move than U-Turn though. And then we are like kind of mixed defensive if I do remember correctly. Our Altaria is going to be Dragon Dance with Earthquake plus Double Edge with Roost. And the whole point of the game is to get Altaria in a position to win the game. We have Gengar with Ghostium Z, Thunderbolt, Sub, and I forget the last move, man, but the last move was really cool. Maybe it was a Will-O-Wisp. It was something really weird that I've never ran on Gengar all season. And Gengar can kind of pick up a KO. We have Scizor, which is a Metal Coat bulky Scizor, which is so weird but so cool. With Roost, 3 attacks, Roost dual stab plus superpower. This dual stab obviously being Bullet Punch U-Turn. And I think we're more on the bulky side. And then we have an AV Gallade to be our answer to Volcanion. So we're bringing a really fun team. The only really standard thing we're bringing is Zapdos and kind of Altaria, but obviously it's a John Jr. spread, so it's not super standard at all as far as the spread goes. But looking at JB's team, JB did bring all of the threats that I did expect him to bring. He brought Mega Arrow, which tore our team apart. Jolteon was super annoying for us to deal with. Volcanion absolutely rips our team a new one. Excadrill is super scary and was his only switch in to Mega Altaria, aside from Volcanion. Mismagius was actually something that I was worried about after we were connecting on Wi-Fi because Scarf Mismagius absolutely eats us out. And Torterra was not something I was expecting, I'm not going to lie. I don't really remember what I expected instead of Torterra, but I know, obviously I didn't expect Torterra, I didn't prep for Torterra, but I know he's been bringing it a lot this season. So I wasn't like ill prepared for it by any means. So looking at the team matchup, Scarf Mismagius kind of destroys us, so we have to keep Scizor healthy to be able to deal with that. And Mega Altaria is still looking really good to get a Dragon Dance up and kind of win the game. All we need to do is we need to get some chip on Torterra, we need to get some chip on Mega Arrow. No, it wasn't Mega Arrow, maybe it was Volcanion. We need to get some chip on something. Volcanion might have been it, and Torterra, and then we can kind of Dragon Dance up and win with Mega Altaria there. So as far as the lead matchup goes, I did want to lead Swampert because he did not have, or I wanted to lead Zapdos, I lied. I should have definitely looked at that. I want to lead Zapdos because I don't really think he has a great switch into Zapdos, and I am going to click U-Turn as he clicks Thunderbolt, and he's going to reveal he's not very Life Orb or Specs or anything like that, and here goes to the Quick Feet. He sends in Torterra as I send in Swampert. I'm going to click Waterfall. He's not going into Volcanion on our Swampert, and you can see how much damage this does to a Torterra, which is a very defensive Pokemon, but that damage does also tell me that this Torterra is very defensive, and that's going to come into play later. Very very, very later. But I'm going to go ahead and swap out here, get into Scizor, which is going to try to get a free U-turn off, and he makes a great double into Volcanion. I'm going to go to our Volcanion check, and you can see how well Chrom chews that. I have Facade, by the way, in case we get burned. I am going to knock off that boy's AV. He does click Steam Eruption, but unfortunately, I don't get to show him the burn didn't matter, as he is going to switch out, as I am going to click Drain Punch, and we do a ton to the Aerodactyl. I'm going to make a switch here into Zapdos. We are Charty Berry in case he does want to click Stone Edge, as he is going to go ahead and get Rocks up, then switch out into Excadrill. And I'm going to go ahead and click Discharge. He makes a good switch there. I'm kind of playing very straightforward at this point. I'm going to make a switch into Swampert. We can take 2 Earthquakes from this boy, or he can click Rock Slide right there, which is absolutely fine as well. As he goes into Mismagius, and I click Earthquake. Should not have done that, and now we're in a really bad spot because we kind of got to sack him onto Mismagius here. As he is going to go for Shadow Ball, I'm actually going to click Bullet Punch into, I think, Superpower, as he clicks Shadow Ball again, and we live on 2%. I'm going to click Superpower this time because I expect him to switch out into Volcanion, wanting to save this Mismagius, as we do a lot to that Volcanion. We're going to click BP and do 4% to that Volcanion. So he is going to get the first KO of the game on U-turn there, but U-turn did amazing. I sent in Gengar because Gengar can kind of claim a KO at this point. He goes into Excadrill expecting the Thunderbolt, which I debated on clicking, but I am going to get my sub up for absolutely free and claim my KO with Z Ghost, but he turns out to be like max Spadef Excadrill as he chews that Z Ghost, and I'm just going to go ahead and click Shadow Ball again because he has to give me a Pokemon at this point. Absolutely nothing switches into that. Arrow goes down, and I have to give him a Pokemon to Mismagius. I'm going to give him Gengar. I think Gengar is the most useless member, and actually we get the Curse Body, which is really cool because I don't think it matters too much because he did like 36% with Shadow Ball to Mega Altaria, but it also lets us get into Mega Altaria for absolutely free and get that Dragon Dance up that I was talking about. But we do need 2. We need 2 to outspeed the Jolteon because it is Quick Feet, so we got to keep that in mind. So I am going to go ahead and Mega here and Dragon Dance. Absolutely no reason not to. As he goes into Excadrill, which was a great play by JP to force me to not be able to get this second Dragon Dance up. I'm going to click Earthquake on the Excadrill there, as he is going to go to Mismagius, and I am going to click Dragon Dance again because I should outspeed this Mon after +2, but apparently he was like max timid, and he is going to still outspeed us, and I'm going to go ahead and Double Edge, and we're going to die. So he was a lot of speed. I expected him to be modest Scarf, but he was not. So we are going to die, and unfortunately this game's not looking great for us at this point, but Gallade kind of looks like it can win. We send in Gallade, we click Drain Punch, we get a lot of HP back, and then Zapdos is looking very, very difficult for him to deal with. We have Heat Wave for the Torterra as well as Discharge for the Volcanion. We just have to get in a position where Jolteon's dead. So that's exactly why I think Chrom here. I am going to go ahead and click Drain Punch. We are AV, so we absolutely chew that, but he does unfortunately get the Split Death Drop, which doesn't end up mattering in the long run because Jolteon does die to the burn there. But he sends in Torterra, and what I should have done was I should have just attacked this Mon, but I knew he was defensive. He clicks Rock Polish, and this is super scary because he can potentially win the game here, I think. But I was calculating offensive. I really think that based on the damage that he took earlier from our Banded Swampert, that he is a very defensive Torterra. So I think Gallade could have chewed 1 of anything from it if he was no attack investment. But otherwise, we lost the game. So we had to bank on a Stone Edge missed, or that he's no attack investment. So he's going to click Stone Edge here, and he's going to miss Zapdos, so we dodge a bullet there. Zapdos is going to pick up KO there on Torterra, and Zapdos is just going to clean up late game. So that was a fun little game with JB. I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And it was really intense when he clicked Rock Polish on Torterra, because we were playing with a bunch of guys in the lobby, and it was like, oh man, it's like, oh, am I going to get reverse swept by Torterra? And if I would have, that would have been a cool story. But regardless, we are going to lock the 3rd seed here, and we are going to be facing Zane and his Arkansas Razorwinds next week. So let me know if you guys are looking forward to that down below, and hopefully this NCP season will end with a championship. But let me know what you guys thought of Mega Altaria down below. Should have got a sweep this week, but I didn't properly EV, I guess. Alright, I didn't think he'd be modest Mismagius. I also would have thought that I would have outspent the +1 Jolteon, so what was my mindset there, I guess. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, and for now guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.